Hi, this is Coach Stan Maddox. You know, one disease that has been very prevalent in our society for so long is diabetes. You know, and I can tell you this, you're either directly or indirectly affected by diabetes right now. You know, I've got a lot of loved ones that I've lost throughout the years, you know, suffering from diabetes. I have a lot of loved ones, family members, friends, etc. That deal with it right now. And you know, it's so funny. I mean, diabetes is pretty much kind of like a gateway disease as well, right? You know, you can have diabetes and it can pretty much go into cardiovascular disease, which in turn give you a stroke or heart attacks, things of that nature. You know, it can even go to the point where it starts to damage your kidneys, which in turn maybe you might have to take dialysis or something like that. You know, it can even get to the point where you can get limbs amputated because of diabetic neuropathy. You know, this particular disease, you know, has been definitely a major threat or major cause for so much suffering throughout the years, right? So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you 5 tips on fighting diabetes. Again, that's 5 tips on fighting diabetes. You know, I've had several clients in the past that have followed these tips and have got tremendous results on being able to stabilize their blood sugar levels or glucose levels, which they're called as well. So if you follow these 5 tips consistently, you will get results. Number 1, the first tip I want to give you, develop a relationship with your doctor. Now, I don't mean going in there to your doctor's appointment saying, hey doc, how you doing? You know, talking about the football game or how the weather was yesterday. No, I'm talking about talk to your doctor. You know, let him or her know what your goals and your plans are as far as eliminating this diabetic situation that you have right now or improving your blood sugar levels or your glucose levels. Have a conversation. Ask your doctor what you can do versus what you can take. All right? It's going to change his or her mentality in what can I advise versus what can I prescribe. Listen, have a relationship with your doctor. That's number 1. Number 2, eat small portion meals throughout the day. Again, eat small portion meals throughout the day. You know, and I actually say it as Dr. Sears of Dr. Sears Wellness Institute would say, graze on good foods. Now, what does that mean, Coach Stan? I remember when I was younger, we lived in East Atlanta, and I had cousins that lived in this place called Decula, Georgia, which honestly, that's where me and my family live, not too far from there right now. But it's suburban country area, right? And I remember us getting on the expressway. It was probably about an hour+ drive. And I'm sitting in the back seat and I take a nap and I wake up as we get a little bit closer. And as we got closer, I would look in the farm areas, the big lands on the right-hand side of the road, and you see a lot of cows out there. They're just eating on the grass, just eating on the grass throughout, right? As we drive, headed towards Decula, Georgia, you know, going to spend time with our relatives. Now, once we got there, we spent the whole day, you know, we might have barbecued, played some cards, spent a good amount of time with our family, just having a good time, right? So when it's time for us to leave, we hop in the car and we head back to East Atlanta, and in those same fields, those cows, heads were down, eating food, eating grass. That's called grazing. What they're doing is they're doing small portion meals throughout the day. And that's what you need to focus on. Focus on eating small portion meals throughout the day. Graze on good foods. That's tip number 2. Okay, now this is tip number 3. Stay away from man-made sweeteners. Again, stay away from man-made sweeteners. You know, at this point, I really want you to get focused on reading your ingredients labels more. What they have in these items in the ingredients section, right? You're not gonna find that in nutrition facts. Nutrition facts is gonna just say 0 calories, 0 fats, etc., things of that nature. But when you look at the ingredients, you know exactly what you're eating. So I want you to focus on staying away from man-made sweeteners. Okay, Coach Stan, what are man-made sweeteners? One is high fructose corn syrup. Look for that word or those words in your ingredients, and if you see that, you need to focus on staying away from that. All right? Another one. Now these next three are pretty interesting, right? Because when you hear about them in society, you know, if you take these are 0 calories. So the first thing you think, okay, great, I can have these sweeteners and I don't have to intake any more calories. These are 0 calories. You know, but here's the thing. They have a major effect on your brain cells. You ever notice sometimes when you drink some of these, you might get a little headache, and I'm gonna name a few, all right? Saccharin, aspartame, and also sucralose. You're gonna see this in a lot of the diet sodas and things of that nature, stuff like that. You know, it's so funny, it's always a joke that we have in the fitness world. You know, you go to this fast food restaurant, you get, you know, the double cheeseburger, the french fries, the apple pie, and you decide to get a Diet Coke, right? Well, you know, those Diet Cokes, they're 0 calories, but they contain these man-made sweeteners, right? The aspartame, things of that nature. So, saccharin, aspartame, sucralose, stay away from. Stay away from those man-made sweeteners. All right. Now, okay, Coach Stan, now you're taking a lot of stuff away from me. What are you putting back? Now, what I mean by that is, listen, drinking water all day is going to be boring, so I'm not going to be your health coach and look you in your face and say, hey, look, you just drink water for the rest of your life and that's it. You're going to want some type of sweetness there, you know, something that you can enjoy, you know, drinks that you can enjoy, or just break the monotony. Something you can kind of change it up a little bit. Instead of just water, you know, maybe some juices or things of that nature, right? So the sweeteners I want you to focus on, the all natural sweeteners that are best for your blood sugar levels, are turbinado sugar. Now you'll see that and it'll say sugar in the raw. That's number 1. Number 2, agave nectar. Agave nectar. Number 3, stevia. Stevia is an all-natural sweetener as well. These 3 are the best ones that you can mix up with things, you know, maybe your coffee, maybe your tea, things of that nature. Hey, listen, we're not trying to make our lives boring or punish ourselves for doing the right things. So yeah, we can have some sweeteners, but let's make sure they're all natural. Your body is going to respond positively to those all natural sweeteners. All right. Okay, tip number 4, increase your protein intake. You know, protein actually helps to stabilize your blood sugar levels as well, right? So Coach Stan, how much protein should I intake? Okay, so what you want to focus on is consuming a 1/2 gram of protein per pound that you weigh. Okay, again, a 1/2 gram of protein per pound that you weigh. And you want to focus on consuming that each day. Give you an example. If you weigh 100 pounds, you need to focus on eating 50 grams of protein per day. All right? Now, for our children, which coming real soon, I will have a segment or a series on children health education as well. But for our kids, our children, they need to focus on eating 1 gram per 1 pound that they weigh. So if you have a child that weighs 50 pounds, they need to focus on eating 50 grams of protein per day. That's per day. So Coach Stan, what foods contain proteins? Okay, you're gonna have meats and fish. You're gonna have cheese, eggs, beans, bread. Now when we deal with bread, I want us to focus on eating 100% whole wheat bread. Hummus, nuts and seeds. these foods all contain protein. So focus on eating those, right? Okay, now here's tip number 5. You have to move. I always talk about this. You need to exercise. And again, what's the best exercise to do? The one that you will do. You might like to go out walking. You might like to play tennis, basketball, golf, football, weightlifting, running, bicycling, ice skating, roller skating. It doesn't matter. You need to make sure that your body moves. You have to exercise in some way, form, or fashion. And again, find something that you really enjoy doing. That way you'll know you'll do it for a long period of time. Okay? Now, these are the 5 tips to fight diabetes. If you follow these tips, you will improve stabilizing your blood sugar level. All right? Hey guys, if you're really getting some great value out of the information that I'm giving, I'm definitely asking that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this with somebody. I focus on giving life-changing advice as far as your health and wellness is concerned. So make sure you subscribe. Listen, I'm Coach Stan. Let's make good health a must, not a should. See you next time.